Oh, how my likes and dislikes have changed. Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's me everyone with another anime first impressions. This is going to be on season 2 of Tsugumomo. So if you haven't seen season 1, then you should probably see that one first and then watch season 2. Um, you don't really have to understand maybe everything, but it would help. It would help to kind of get the, I guess, the base understanding of what the heck is going on. I remember back in, I guess, 2016 or 2017, I had just started reviewing anime, and I remember seeing this one and thinking, "Wow, it's not that bad. It's actually funny. It has action scenes. Obviously, there's etchiness to it, but there's other good stuff to it. Very similar to my thoughts of High School of the Dead or High School DD, which have edginess to them, but then there's also the greatness to them as well. And I remember watching it once, and I just never went back to it. I never rewatched that one. That's just one of the animes that I liked, and I've only watched once. And now they have season 2, and I watched it, and how my I guess taste buds for anime have changed. It's still good, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know why I thought this was the one of the greatest anime. I didn't really think it was one of the greatest, but I thought it was one of the great ones that I had seen back then. But oh well, and it could still be for a lot of people, so we'll see. Before I continue, a few things. If you have not done so, make sure you subscribe. We're almost at 3,000. Get me there. Lastly, spoiler alert, and go check out my other first impression videos. Okay. So the anime itself starts with kind of a dream of him, and he's kind of confused what the heck is going on. And then he wakes up, and all the girls that he lives with are sleeping with him. Obviously, typical, I guess, harem anime. I wouldn't really consider it harem anime because not all the girls like him, and really, there's one girl, Malai, who actually likes him the most and who is his really a right hand companion. So Kayuza, anyways, our main character, is going to school, and he is now going to school with Malai, who is, I guess she's kind of like um, Amazogi, which is kind of like those spirits that showed up in the first season, but she's not really that. She's more of a defender of them. So, anyways, she ends up going to school with him now. She's now enrolled in the same classroom, obviously to keep an eye of all the Amazogis that are showing up, and really because of him, he is the source of that. A lot of them are attracted to him. These evil spirits show up, and they basically make chaos, and really they come out of people's desires, and that's that. Anyways, after a very funny scene, because his male friends put him in court because they found out that him and Mali actually sleep together and live together, and etc. etc. After that, they actually go into this room with some of their friends, and they create a new, I guess, investigating slash counseling slash troubleshooting, which is the word they use, club. And essentially their goal is to attract people that are having weird issues, weird things happening in their lives, so that they could figure out if there's Amazogis around them, so they can destroy them. So they make this troubleshoot club. Before making the club, though, Kayusa and Mali have to really open up and tell their friends what the heck is going on, why the weird things happened the previous months ago, and why they're happening, which is it's his fault. He's attracting all these evil spirits. So they do, and they, after a conversation, they figure out that it's not really his fault. He was born that way, and he can't control it. It's not something that he chooses to do. So after that, their first Amazogi shows up, and it's a underpant Amazogi out of everything. and it's one of the girls that is infatuated with Kayusa. She's in the club now, and they don't know how it's created, so they just put it as it was a natural Amazogi, but it wasn't, and we'll go back to that. But essentially, there's this awesome scene between Kayusa and Malayi. They're together fighting this Amazogi who becomes this big toad. That probably is the best scene of the episode, the action scene. I would say it was really well done. At the end of the episode, there is another club being formed, and they have this defender of Amazogis, I guess, in their club, but they're all essentially scheming to create more Amazogis and defeat Kayusa and Mali. I'm not sure what their purpose is, but they're doing that. And so now there's an anti-club to the troubleshooting club. And that, in a nutshell, is the first episode. It had, I think, everything that I liked of the series back in 2017, 2016. But it also, it was over the top with etchiness in the beginning. Now, I for a fact know this happens in animes like this. The first 2-3 episodes, they add more etchiness up front to attract people, and then they kind of tone it down towards the middle, and then bring it back up in the end. And that's really just to attract people to the main plot, and that's the reason I've liked these types of animes, is because I do look at the main plot and say, hey, this is not really a bad plot. What's bad is, you're adding all this extra stuff that's not really needed, but you're doing it for marketing, because if you don't add this, then the good story won't sell. And that's just basically what it is. And overall, I think it's still a good story. I think it's a good start for the second season. They really continued it almost as if only a few weeks had passed from season 1. So I would highly recommend that, even if you've already seen season 1, go back at least and recap a little bit of it. Know where you're at, know what the heck is going on. I had to go back and read what the evil spirits were and how everything worked, so I can really understand what was going on. So do that. Do yourself a favor and do that, because that's going to help in the long run. Overall, I think this is going to be a series that probably is only going to attract the ones that saw season 1. There might be a small group of new viewers for it, but for the most part, season 2s, especially when it's been 3-4 years since the original has come out, they don't attract a lot of people, a lot of new people. So I would say give it a chance. If you haven't seen season 1, give it a chance. I would even encourage you to watch it without even watching season 1. I don't think you'll be completely lost, but if you have seen season 1, there's obviously inside jokes and stuff like that you would understand more if you were to see season 1. So out of 10, I'm gonna give this one, I think, a 6.5. I think it could have been better, less etchiness and stuff like that, but I know obviously it's still doing a good job, and it probably will be a favorite of some this season. Yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Again, there is going to be a giveaway, hopefully on April 15th, if we reach 3,000. So, if you have not done so by now, make sure you subscribe. I will be setting up new rules, just because I had an issue with the mail just a few weeks ago, sorry, and also with the whole with the whole virus, we have to be careful. We have to be precautious with stuff. So there will be a giveaway with precaution, as well as I want to highly encourage you guys to go and check out my social media: TikTok, Twitter, Facebook. Find me on not Twitch, Discord. You guys can go to my Discord. It's open for everyone, so go watch me there. Thank you guys so much for love and support. Go check out my other first impressions. I have like maybe 6 or 7 videos now out, so go check those out. Also, thank you for your love and support that you guys share in this channel. And guys, with nothing else to say, don't be strangers. See you guys next time.